always ask me, Jason, how are you using third-party resources in medical school? And well, I figured I might as well show you guys.
Good morning. Let's go get the day started.
What is up and good morning. For those of you guys that are new here, my name is Jason, first year medical student out here in Washington, D.C. Today, I just want to take you through a day in the life of a medical student. So today's gonna be a little bit of an interesting day. I don't have any lectures, but I have other things that I need to attend to. So let's pull up my calendar. All right, so as you guys can see here is the calendar. Let's go to today. And today I am in the class center, which is a simulation center, to go over ultrasounds and reading that. And then I have a async lecture on upper GI. And then we come together for case studies later in the afternoon to go over nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, and what do we do when we see a patient that has that. So again, like I was saying, not necessarily a typical day, but a interesting day nonetheless for a medical student, and wanted to take you guys along with me for the journey. So I have just over or almost 2 hours now before I have to go into the ultrasound simulation. So I'm going to try to crank out as many Anki cards as I can before then, because next week, so when you guys are watching this video, the next day actually, I have my first exam on GI and liver. So kind of have to get to work because time is cranking down. So yeah, try to power through all these cards.
Was missing in this puzzle.
All right, well, getting dressed. Now we are running very late, so let's go walk and talk. All right, so as I was saying, today we're gonna be covering ultrasound. I think it's mainly just abdominal, like what are we supposed to see? And because everyone really uses it in the ER, it's so important for us to learn now. So let's go head over there and get started. Finished up with ultrasound, then went over to Whole Foods to pick up some things. Ultrasound was awesome. I didn't really record much because it's standardized patients and wanted to keep their privacy. Now just heading home and have a quick little break, so don't know what I'm gonna do yet. And then I'll see you guys for class later. All right, back home from Whole Foods in class. You guys are always interested what I kind of get, so I thought might as well show you what I got from Whole Foods. So, per usual, I have the Honeycrisp apples because these are the best kind of apples. Got myself a little fruit cut up already, and then some more of the frozen fruit. This stuff is my go-to for all my smoothies. And then I got coconut aminos, an easy substitute to throw into, if you're gonna make fried rice or chicken or whatever it is. Got some more almond butter. I like the crunchy type, but leave a comment down below. Let me know if you guys like crunchy or smooth almond butter, which one you prefer. There's that. And then some little study motivation with some dark chocolate, a must. And then I got a bunch of broccoli, easy low carb thing to add into your meal so that way you're full. But let's put this stuff away and go pick up some packages that I have downstairs. All right, let's go pick up these packages. So, got the 2 packages here. Let's open up this guy first and see what we got. So, item number 1. Oh, this one I was actually really looking forward to. It is the White Coat Investors. It's the guide for students. I feel like for a lot of their other stuff that they have for white coat investors, mainly professionals, I feel like it's almost like I should know that stuff, but it feels like it's so far above my head that I have no idea what's really going on. So I got the book for students, and so I'm gonna start reading through it and kind of figure out what gaps am I making and how can I be more financially literate, especially with med school and all the student loans. So I'll put the link down in the description below for that. And then product number 2. Ooh, okay, so this one I have been getting some recommendations from friends just because, let's open this up first. Okay, so what is this? It is Super Goop. This is a sunscreen and daily moisturizer. I feel like every time I buy some sort of sunscreen and moisturizer, it just smells like sunscreen, and not a big fan of that, but I've heard this stuff has none of that smell, but it's supposed to be really good for you as far as, you know, making sure that you're wearing your daily sunscreen and moisturizing at the same time because we don't want skin cancer. So again, I'll leave this down in the description below. Good recommendations, and I'll keep you guys posted as far as how I like using it. So got my stuff that I need. Now, let's see, I got 3 hours before I'm back to school for lecture. What is my plan? Probably to go through some more Anki cards to kind of get that finished. Have a big heavy lunch so that way I have time to digest it and go through class, and then probably hit the gym after class. So yeah, that's the plan. Pretty straightforward and kind of, you know, showing you guys what I typically do in the day of a medical student here at GW. So let's get right to work and not waste any more of the time that we have already wasted time for. None of that made sense. So let's just get back to Anki cards. All right, time to take a break from some of those Anki cards and grab myself a lunch. So lunch was pretty much made yesterday, a little meal prep. So let's pull out what I made. All right, lunch. All right, so while that's warming up in the microwave, what did I make? I used some chicken breast, broccoli, and rice, or cauliflower rice. All together, a combination of that puts it at like 46 grams of protein, 20 gram carb, and 6 grams of fat. So a very nutrient dense meal, healthy, and exactly what you need for a solid lunch. So going to devour that and chill for a bit, and then we're off to class again. All right, and now just the final touch. Can't forget to add a little bit of a kick. Chorizo sriracha, this stuff is perfect for a meal like this. All right, friends, let's go to class before I'm actually late. No, we're gonna be there early. We're gonna be good students. So like I said, we're off to class. Today we have 4 different case studies, all complaining of nausea, vomiting, or diarrhea. And then we have to suss out what it is and how do we all figure it out. All right, finished up another lecture, trying to figure out case reports, how do we kind of go through it, how do we think through it all. Now time to go home, eat something light, and we're off to the gym. All right, so time for a little pre-workout snack. And as you guys, I'm sure, are aware, this is Passover. And so with that, I can't have certain foods. So what is something that you have to eat during Passover is a ton of matzah. And with this, we're gonna make a simple and easy pre-workout snack. So we're gonna take this. We are going to use some honey and some cinnamon with some of the almond butter that I bought earlier. So with that, very simple, easy snack. Something that I used to always make growing up. So start off with your matzah. What I like to do is I like to break it into quarters. Oh, that didn't break well. Break it up into quarters so that way afterwards it's easy to kind of eat and break apart. So I will start off with some almond butter, some on the matzah. And then, so that's the almond butter. You don't need a lot, just a little bit goes a long way. And then best part, throw on some honey. Good, easy, digestible carb, gives you some energy for a workout and makes the snack a little bit better. And now the thing that makes this snack perfect is some cinnamon. Now you just drizzle, sprinkle, and a little bit more. And now look at this. Simple and easy snack pre-workout. All right, so I got the rent paid sweatshirt on. You guys know what time that is. You guys know what time that means. Try it one more time. You guys know what that means. It's gym time. I don't know what it is, but I do not at all want to work out. So let's just down some pre-workout and let's just go pay this rent. All right, pre-workout time. Today we're using the Legend Pulse Stim-Free pre-workout. You guys know I don't like taking extra caffeine, so I take the stimulant-free pre-workout. This flavor is Tropical Punch. And let's taste this thing. We're doing 2 big scoops today because I really don't want to work out. Get up a bit more. All right. And some water. Taste test time. All right, back home, post-workout, showered up, protein shake in hand. Now, let's go to the computer because there is one thing that I want to talk to you guys about. So you guys always ask me, Jason, how are you using third-party resources in medical school? And well, I figured I might as well show you guys. So step 1, we want to go first to our Blackboard because that's where we have all of our information. We log in and there we go down to our course or block. And so with this, we are going to go into, let's say, so I have a lecture later this week on lower GI drugs. I'm like, okay, lower GI drugs are kind of hard to all memorize, so how am I going to figure it all out? So what I do is I go to my lower GI drug lecture, click on it there, and now let's scroll down to see what the drugs of interest are. So I'm pretty lucky in that my class will give me, or my lecturers will provide me a drug list of important drugs I need to know. So as you guys can see here, massive drug list of all the drugs I need to know. How am I supposed to memorize all these drugs before my exam? Well, glad you guys asked because of Sketchy. Now, you guys be wondering, what is Sketchy and why are you always talking about it? So Sketchy is a memory-based system where it's almost a memory palace, where you try to remember certain things based on their location with cartoons. Like, Jason, why are you trying to memorize or know medicine through cartoons? Well, I'll show you. So here's a drug list. I will go to my handy dandy drug notes provided by Sketchy Pharmacology. So let's pull up. So let's start off with some antidiarrheal drugs. Loperamide. I will look it up in my handy dandy video, and it comes up under the laxative agents for Sketchy. Now, you guys might be asking, Jason, Sketchy is super expensive. How am I supposed to afford it? Well, I got you guys covered. Being a Sketchy ambassador, you guys can use my link right here, and I'll leave it down in the description below. You guys can get a discount on Sketchy. So Sketchy now covers everything from MCAT, med school, PA, pharmacy, and nursing, and it is a absolute masterclass. So let's go into the medical Sketchy, log in there. Now, as you guys can see, it is already showing videos that I've watched and all the other important things. So let's go into study. I want to go into pharmacology. Now we'll go down to GI and endocrine drugs. And now this video is under the laxative agents. So all you have to do is click on laxatives, click there, and now I get to watch a whole video that covers laxatives in a way that I can memorize it. So again, I think this is huge, specifically now for the MCAT, which they're starting to utilize it for. So let me know if you guys want to see me remake my old MCAT study schedule utilizing the new MCAT Sketchy, because this stuff is unbelievable for med school. Most of my peers that I know use it, and so now's the perfect time for you guys to use it as well. Again, the link will be in the description below. It is a discounted link, and hope you guys can utilize it and get the most of it. So yeah, I just want to show you guys, how do I properly use Sketchy? How do I use third-party material in med school? Just because it's not the only way to learn to sit and go to lecture anymore. All right, friends, just finishing the night off with some Anki cards, but just gonna wrap up the video here. Thank you guys so much for sticking to the end. Crazy to think that we are at 1 year on YouTube. It's unbelievable. I can't only put into words how all this has been, but want to thank you guys for all love and support. Please be sure to like and subscribe. Tell all your friends about this, because we are on the road to 1,000 subscribers, and we're day by day slowly getting there with all of your help. But I'll catch you guys in the next one as we embark on the journey of MD in the making. Peace.